Hello everyone! Today we are going to make coasters, pressed flower coasters. It's going to be hard because the light's going to glare on it while I'm making it, but hopefully you can see that. We're using a mirror for the bottom where we'll put our flowers, and then we're going to put this glass tile over the top and then seal them in. So for this, we're going to need, obviously, the mirrors, glass tiles, your pressed flowers, the usual pressed flowers tools, tweezers and scissors, just in case you need to prune something. Going to need copper tape, and all of these will be in the description below. You may want some toothpicks and some silicone glue just to hold the flowers in place, so when you're sealing and working with the tiles, they don't slide around on you. Then it's good to have either rubbing alcohol or glass cleaner and a rag. I will mention, if you didn't want to use a toothpick, sometimes silicone glue comes with a little nozzle. All we're going to do is take a little dab. So I find just a toothpick is easier, but that's an option. And that's all we need for this project. So we'll do one at a time. So we'll just set one aside. Put that one aside. So we're going to start by cleaning everything. There we go. You want to make sure it's free of dirt, fingerprints, all of that, because it is going to be sealed inside. Don't want anything to detract from just the beauty of the flowers. We want to clean the underside. Wouldn't worry about the top side just yet, because we're going to be putting our fingers all over the top side. You can do both sides, because when you're doing it, it's hard to tell what side, the dirt is on. But we will be messing up the top side again. So if you want to make sure it's really clean, you do both sides. But just know that the top is going to get dirty again. Just make sure everything is really clean. Got some lint on this one. Okay. We're going to take our flowers And we can arrange them however we'd like. I'm just gonna figure out the arrangement before I glue them down. Got in mind what I want to do. Now the flowers that work best for this are the very flat flowers, because all we're going to do is sandwich the two hard pieces together. Or if you have flowers that maybe have equal thickness, then you can space them out like this or something so that it creates a stable base for this and then it gets sealed in. That might work, but I do recommend the flat flowers. Alrighty. So I like that. So I'm going to take these and so I can stick them down. Careful when handling your flowers that you're very gentle with them so you don't damage the petals. Now with this, we are really just taking a tiny dot and just all I'm doing is wanting to tack it down enough so it won't shift on me. That's all we need. So you don't need a large tube of glue. Those little ones will be fine because if you're not using this a lot, it will dry up. Go with this. Okay. Now you do want to let that dry before we proceed any farther. So I'm just going to set that aside and I'm going to work on another one. We want to make sure that glue is completely dry before we seal it. And you can use white glue. So you want something, non-acidic if you want to preserve the color of your flowers. However, if these are coasters, they're probably going to be sitting out on a coffee table or somewhere that may have sunlight or something. So just know that these are not going to be a well-preserved thing, but you can always just untape them and put different flowers in them and refresh them if needed. Or even if they start to fade, I like that vintage rustic look. try these ones. These over. Not sure if you can see, but I am just taking just a dab, and that will actually do both flowers. That's all I'm using. So it should dry fairly quickly. But you do want to be careful when you're placing your flowers, because you won't be able to move them much because you don't want to smear the glue around. There we go. So we are just going to wait to make sure that that is dry, and we will come back to these. Okay, now that we have given this time to dry, all that's left now is to put the glass tile on. Now if you're using the one that we recommended in the list, it has one beveled edge and has a flat edge. So you want to make sure the flat edge goes down together. And kind of line it up. Now we're going to take our tape and we're going to get an idea of how much we need. I just find that cutting it is a lot easier than trying to handle a large roll. So, whoops. You gotta be careful you don't move your flowers around. Just snip that off. So you want to handle this gently. We're going to pick it up. Oops, before we do that, you want to get your tape started, because then it's easier to apply it with one hand. So you want to peel one end. Doesn't have to be much, and then just fold that down so it doesn't get in your way. And carefully put that down. So we want to carefully pick up our stuff, and we're going to hold it, pinch it between your fingers. Try to line it up. Try to get it lined up as much as possible here. And then we're going to start our tape on the edge. So line up the edges. get started. Try to get it, sorry, kind of got off camera here. And line it up as straight as you can, and then you can peel off what you need, and then you can use that. I'm going to line it up with the other corner. Then when you're happy with it, I'm just going to put mine down on the table like this to get the first started here. When you're happy with it, you can just push it down. And we can do the other side. We're just going to go around and we're going to do that to all the sides. And this will seal it in. Once you get it lined up, then just push it down towards the end, starting from the end that's stuck towards your loose end, and that will help get out any wrinkles. I'm going to be gentle with it when pulling, that the sharp corners don't tear it. So don't pull it too tight before you get it stuck down. Because if you just pull like this and it's not stuck, it will, those corners will tear it. Now if that does happen, you can just go back, and it's okay if it's overlapped. That won't hurt anything at all. So you can put another piece over the corner, or you can go around it a second time. I have a little extra here, so I'm actually just going to peel it off. And I'm just going to use it and lay it right down. Just doing my best to line it up with the piece that's already there. And if you can see, you know, you really can't see where I started and stopped very much. So it's okay if it overlaps. So if you need to go back and put another piece, it's not a problem. Now we're just going to take our thumb and we're going to, starting from the edge to the front, we're just going to run our thumb across it, and that will, if there's a little bit sticking out, that will roll that down and stick it to the tile. Do that the whole way around, and then you can do this. You can see there's some edges here. So we're going to do the same. Just, you don't have to press very hard, just gently to get that to roll down and stick. You might need to do some little extra pressing on the corners to get those down. There we go. Now to finish it off, we're going to clean our fingerprints off of it, off the top. Just don't get it too wet. Damp your cloth, and you can wipe where you've, next to the tape, but don't spray it, saturate it too wet, because we want our tape to stick, especially where it hasn't had time to really, the adhesive to really connect and cure. And still have a little bit of cleaning to do, but there you go. Here's one. Oh, see if these look like they're dry. Feel like they're dry. So we're going to do the same with this one. Now going back to what I said, the flat flowers, you're going, if you find like one is thicker than the other, or you may find that top glass tile that will just keep rocking on you. So you do, much like, you see that? So you want to be careful when you're taping it down. It's going to be hard to make it level, so you want flat flowers. So I'm just experimenting with these ones, and we'll see if you can squeeze hard, get it taped down tight. You might be able to mitigate a little of the rocking. So I'm just using these as an experiment. But flat flowers definitely are easier and the way to go. Oops. Got my glue here. Just doing a rough measure, because it's okay if I have extra. Again, get it started before I have one handful. Fold that down. You could even cut it off, but this just gives a handle to peel further. And because I taped them in place, I don't have to worry about squeezing them. If you have thin flowers, you can. This one I did without taping them in place, but I had to hold the two pieces tight together so that they wouldn't slide, and it made it very hard to apply the tape. With them glued in, I can turn it on its side, and I don't have to worry about anything going anywhere. So that's when I can use the table to help line them up, and I can get this one tight together and work my way around. Oops. Be a little less rocky if I used the flat side. Make sure you get the flat side to the mirror and the beveled side out, or it really isn't going to sit well. Kind of getting it started is the hardest. Oops, didn't have it stuck down well enough. Sorry if I'm getting off camera. Focused on what I'm doing and not where my camera is pointing. Again, starting from where I stuck it down to my working end. Using the table to help me line it up. Just working our way around. Just squeezing these together to get the sides taped in tight as I go. Curly end all stuck together. Again, the end where it overlaps, I'm just trying to line it up here. And then again, we're just going to go around and push down any of the edges that went over the side. It's okay, and it makes a nice gold border. Pushing down the corners and do the back side. There we go. And it made a nice sturdy base. Once it's taped down, I squeezed each side going around, and it made a nice sturdy base. It doesn't rock anymore. We really don't want to go very thick. I'm going to clean it up. And there we go. You could use these for coasters. You could put them on the wall. They're just beautiful. I also like the effect the mirror makes. It makes them look like they're floating. It's hard to see on camera, but once you get yours done, you'll be able to see the reflection of the flower in the mirror. And it's like a double layer, or that they're floating. It's really nice. Put these in my living room, and we'll use them for coasters. If you made along with us today, love to see what you made. Please share it in the Facebook group. We would love to see. And thanks for joining in today, and we'll see you next time.